Breaking news. President Obama leaves the U.S. Navy without a carrier at sea for the first time since World War II, according to Fox News. In a nearly unprecedented move, there will likely be nearly 1 month gap between the docking of the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, which docked last Friday, and the deployment of the USS George H.W. Bush, the ship meant to replace it. This is according to Defense News. The Bush is not scheduled to leave the port of Norfolk until at least January 20th, the day of the inauguration of the new President-elect Donald Trump, and it could possibly even leave later than that. The Bush, Fox News reports, has been delayed in the shipyards for over 6 months. The carrier at port could be surged in order to meet any threats that emerge. That's what the Navy declares. But at a time of geopolitical instability, it's notable that President Obama has taken arguably the most important tool of military prestige and removed it from the waters of the world, the U.S. Navy. The Navy, meantime, refrained from comments on this matter. U.S. Navy Forces Central Command spokesman Captain Terry Shannon told Fox News, quote, "We are not going to discuss the timing of the operational movements of carrier strike groups into and out of the U.S. Central Command area of responsibility," end quote. The Eisenhower's return to port was preceded by a 7-month tour in the Middle East. This carrier was active for 7 months tour in the Middle East against various Islamic State groups, targets in Iraq and Syria, also the Persian Gulf and in the Mediterranean Sea. Off the shores of Yemen, 2 American destroyers were recently attacked by the Houthi rebels. There were also, as you may have heard, significant geopolitical difficulties involving both Russia and China. That's why the U.S. Navy had to be in the Mediterranean Sea. President Obama oversaw one of the largest downgrading the military prestige that we've seen from the executive branch, but not having a carrier at sea, much less in the Middle East, for the first time since World War II, is one of the most disgraceful moves yet. And to make things worse, it comes at a perilous time. There were other ways the United States could strike back in case of attack. The aircraft carrier is the safest and surest project of strength that we have. The fact that President Obama chose this time, close to a transfer of power between presidents of the United States, is telling. So we do need a president and a commander-in-chief who can keep America safe. And hopefully that will be done in 3 weeks with the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. This is on Conservative Tribune.